opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but...
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Richardson going right to the air. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. But sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
And it gets us to the other side of midfield, across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run for the first time here. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on the first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Marshall. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run Tomlinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
That's complete to White. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Richardson. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Richardson to throw off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bucs at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action with Richardson. Out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second down, here's Richardson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, Marshall. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment. On 3rd down, Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw on second down. Marshall. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He's going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marshall. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
A final shot before the half. Richardson airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. They can throw it or run it and try to win this ball game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Marshall. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And space tough to come by there. So they get maybe a yard to the 37.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drop out to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Marshall. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken in at the 11. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Off the play fake. Marshall on the move to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Marshall. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Play action. Now Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He'll get that out to the flat to right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now, 16-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Marshall. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Richardson's throw complete to Otten. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Complete right side to Otten. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Richardson off the play fake. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Back to the air with Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And some room to run now. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they get a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marshall. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It already looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Marshall. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Off play action. Marshall. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 14.
First down, Brown.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring in the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.